Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm ready to roll. This is a good day. The Lord has blessed me to be here to be able to speak to you good people, and I'm here to let you know that everything is good. But, everything else, as far as Prince, that was kind of daunting, but, I'm really under the belief that these artists are committing suicide. And I'm not thinking in a negative way, I'm thinking more in a immortalized way, catching themselves while they're young, so you'll remember them when they're young instead of remembering them being old and decrepit. I think that Michael Jackson took that route, and I think Prince took that route. Now, as far as Tupac, I don't think he took that route. I think he is alive. And the only reason why I think that is because I remember seeing Suge Knight on some interview where he felt like he was being persecuted, and he had released the information that Tupac is alive. And I really believe that. I mean, because he was the only one with him. So, you know what I'm saying? He knows what happened. He knows if he was dead. He knows if he was alive. He knows what happened. He knows if Tupac was, that type of nigga. And he was, man. He was that type of nigga, man. And, he was smart, too. I mean, one thing Tupac did that really clarified the situation was that he said that his character is separate from him. And that right there explains it all. He ended the character. He's still alive. Dude's still alive, but his character is dead. And if you think about it, it's just like writing a book. You know, it's just that a lot of people can't separate the actual character in the story from the author. And so I believe Tupac is alive. Now Elvis, even if he was, what I'm saying, that type of nigga to do something and fake his death, and I can see why, because he had a lot of fan base going on, man. He had some crazy motherfuckers that was after him. This nigga is going home and shitting on a toilet stool of gold, So his bread was mighty. So, yeah, I could see him, skipping out under some, I don't know, police, that police thing where they change your name and your identity and move you to a different location, that type of shit. I can see him going up under that, and I can see them allowing that to take form. So, I can see that happening. But I think now he's dead because of some reason, maybe a heart attack or maybe some kind of cancer or whatever. But he's dead, and he was a great artist. Even though he was a white artist, and even though I've heard that he's made a statement that a nigga can't do nothing for him but shine his motherfucking shoes. Now, even though that, he still was very talented in the way that he performed. And, you know, he pretty much inspired this whole country to go in the direction that it went as far as music. And that deserves respect. Uh, but everything else, as far as Prince, one thing I wonder about Prince, because it was just funny how Prince spent all that time, what I'm saying, being out of the spotlight. Nothing. Nobody knew anything about him. And then he decided to come back into the spotlight. And that makes me question what's really going on. And he probably just concluded that, hey, it's time to roll. It's time to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Michael Jackson did it, or even if he did it, maybe he was thinking hypothetically, you know. That would immortalize him. That would, make him Christ-like. I want to be like Christ, and that type of shit. You know, I think that's kind of where he went with it, and he was just like, well, let me get in the spotlight, and then I'm gonna cause it. I believe that's kind of the way that he would have went. And I mean, everybody. I mean, you gotta realize he's been out of the spotlight for a minute, and a lot of people didn't know who he was. So I mean, he wanted to go out on the cross. That's the way I see it. You know, but that's just my idea. I'm willing to bet money on it though. Hey, God bless you, and have a great